My name is Raven, professional wrestling superstar, former world heavyweight champion, and I want you to choose your four.
This is the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, and I want you to choose your four.
Hello, Pro Wrestling Rushmore. This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius of WWE.
Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley. Yes, it is, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore.
It's Pro Wrestling's Rushmore.
This is Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Hello, humanoids! This is Ian from Squared Circle History, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Welcome to the only podcast that chooses a topic and allows you, the listener, to decide what ends up on our ultimate Mount Rushmore at the end of the episode. And this episode's topic is the Mount Rushmore of Triple H matches. And joining me is my co-host, the often imitated but never duplicated Brian.
It's not good enough. You should pass out by the time you're done with it.
I know, I just figured, like, if anybody, like, hasn't been keeping up with the gag, they might be like, why does this guy have so many R's in his name?
Yeah, Brian. So Triple H, the King of Kings.
Triple H, yes.
The King of Kings, and I'm wearing a Jerry the King Lawler t-shirt.
Yes.
In honor of the King of Kings.
Yes.
And in honor of your new acquisition.
Yes, I got a signed Jerry the King Lawler crown. And we're going to put a picture up of Brian wearing that crown to match his shirt of the King.
I have been coronated King of the podcast.
I felt like Sir Mo putting...
So you calling me Mabel?
Oh, that's probably...
Jesus.
All right, I'll stick with the one I said earlier. I said I feel like Todd Pettengill. Isn't that better?
Who was he crowning, though?
Owen.
Okay, the Good Heart. That's fine.
The Good Heart.
That's fine. I'll take it. Todd Pettengill better than Mo. Jesus.
What about when Mean Gene crowned Bret Hart?
You should have crowned him all right with that scepter.
Jerry Lawler did.
You should have Tanya hardened him. Hardened. How do you say that? Hardinged.
Him.
See, that's what he should have done.
Not easy. And you reveal that you're wearing a Jerry the King Lawler shirt.
Well,
like, you came prepared today.
I'm excited to finally be wearing a wrestling shirt for this podcast.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got my I'm a funker, be a funker too shirt.
All right, Terry.
Terry.
And under it, in the fine print, it says, "My eye."
I'm not wearing any pants on this shirt. Who took my pants?
As long as you're wearing pants under the shirt. on yourself. As long as you're wearing pants on yourself.
Yikes.
Oh,
Did you see any of All In from Wembley Stadium?
I didn't, dude.
No.
I didn't.
It was good.
At all.
I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did. I really enjoyed the main event.
What was your favorite part of All In, Ian?
The main event? Brian Danielson versus Swerve.
That was the main event.
That was the main event.
Osprey and MJF were it?
It was not the main event.
No shit.
Which was also an awesome match.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, that was good.
That's how long. So all right. So how long did this MJF match go? Osprey.
You know, I'm not sure how long it actually ran, but definitely a good half hour at least.
So what was there a time limit on the match?
No.
No, if they do a Broadway, and it wasn't a draw, right? MJF got the win.
MJF got the win at 59 minutes, 58 seconds.
All right, so there goes my fucking theory. I was going to say, if there was a draw, then you'd think they do an Iron Man match, right?
Oh, yeah.
But MJF did get the win, so that's fine.
They're doing an Iron Man match tonight on TNA.
Who is it?
It's Dolph Ziggler and Josh Alexander.
Oh, the guy with the headpiece?
Yes.
I heard he's a really good wrestler. I've never seen him wrestle, but
He
I've
is
heard
pretty
a lot
good.
of good things.
He's definitely Kurt Angle inspired,
Yeah.
but
I don't mind
that's his
that.
style, though.
Right, like,
you know?
was it Chad Gable and shit?
Oh, yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, a
mind
lot
that
like
style.
Chad Gable.
I don't mind it. I liked Kurt Angle as a performer. So anyway,
I got worker.
how do we get here from a Terry Funk t-shirt? Jesus Christ.
My pants are missing, Brian.
No. Terry Funk's pants are missing.
My horse Clyde ate my pants. Bad Clyde.
Maybe my horse is sick. I should go home.
Well, no, we gotta get through the Mount Rushmore of Triple H matches.
You ready to play the game?
Yes.
No! I said, are you ready?
Oh, you said it. You're ready to play the game. Oh my God, he's gonna spit water. Oh, boy. That was water.
Did you get it? I'm sorry, dude.
All over Patrick.
Did I really? All right. Anyway, I'm
Slobbering
ready now.
all over
Well,
the
I'm ready
place.
now. Now that my head's drenched, 'cause I poured the rest of it on my head. I had to. It's just I wouldn't be.
It's not oily now, it's wet.
Well, I'm ready to play the game now, though. So it was worth it, right?
We only had one honorable mention match.
Are you serious?
Only
this,
one.
This would be like a 15-minute podcast, dude.
Well, there's like 22 other matches we're going to talk about.
Oh, damn.
But the honorable mention was Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus Henry Godwin in a hog pen match. December 1995. We can thank Mikey from the streets for that one.
I swear to God, dude, that might have been on mine. Because it was so memorable.
He almost died from that match.
He had a staph infection, didn't he?
Yeah.
From, like all that slop and shit.
Yeah, because he got Irish whipped up against the hog pen and it cut him open on his back.
He had a huge
And then he got
gash, right?
thrown into the pen in
Right.
the pig pen where there's all pig shit everywhere, and the cut got infected, and yeah,
Oh,
he was in the
man.
hospital because of that stupid match.
But it was memorable, man.
It was memorable. And at least one person voted for it. How about backstage?
Maybe
Owen
two.
and Davey.
There might be two people that voted.
Well, how about backstage?
Owen and Davey, what did
Owen
they
and
do?
Davey, they let all the pigs into Vince's locker room. So many went in there. That's pigs! There's pigs everywhere! There's pigs everywhere!
Was he pissed?
I think he kind of saw the humor in it.
He's like, look, pigs, and I'm a pig. Perfect.
Oink! So
Oh.
yes, we'll thank Mikey from the streets for that wonderful, unique
That's a
match.
good pick. I don't care. That's
Yeah.
a good pick.
That was before he was the game. He was the
he
blue
was,
blood.
but wasn't he being punished at that time?
He was.
He was.
No, not yet, because this
Not
was
yet?
this was December '95, so he wasn't even being
Oh my
punished.
God. Excuse me.
He was punished after the May '96 incident
Okay.
in MSG.
See, I thought he was being punished for that already.
No, this was a reward.
What the?
Hey, there were only 5 matches on the card. He got a payday.
Guy almost dies. It's your reward. Get thrown into pig shit. Pig feces.
This is my reward. I'd hate to see what I get if I do bad.
And his nose is extra big, so can you imagine how bad it smelled to him?
Oh, it must have smelled awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
dude.
Blood and pig shit.
Gross.
And now he runs. He's one of the CEOs of the promotion.
Good for him, man.
He started at the bottom and now he's at the very top.
Can you imagine being terrorizing,
Yeah.
working, Killer Kowalski's training you, you're working these local shows around here. Used to do YPW shows and stuff like that.
Started out as a bodybuilder from New Hampshire.
Right. And then
Local
friggin'
indie wrestler.
now he runs WWE.
That's insane.
Insanity.
Like that is a dream come true.
100%.
Like you get into the business, like you really do think, I'm gonna run that place.
And like he's
By God, he is.
he's not a hateable dude. Well,
Not
maybe-
anymore.
Maybe at home.
He was for a long time.
Well, yeah, he did what he had to do to get to where he is. But you
Yep.
know what, man? Think about it. All right, so you go out there and you say bye to your friends and all this stuff, and then you come back and you're the only one to get punished for that. Like Sean's still okay, and
He was a champion.
right. But you get punished.
Yep. That's insane.
What do you think Michael is telling him? Hey man, like this is what you got to do.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what he's
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
because Michaels went through it too.
Exactly.
So,
But I mean, as far as now, I think he seems to be a likable dude.
and what's crazy about him, especially like during that time when he was with the Clique and all that, didn't drink, didn't smoke.
Yeah, he was always like the
crazy
designated
is that?
driver. Right?
Yeah.
Nash always says that about him. He was like, "Oh, thank God for Hunter," you know.
The
and all
guy
this.
was my guardian angel.
That's not a bad impression. And you have the long hair, but you're ginger. Well, no, Nash is short hair now and gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's short and
Yeah.
gray.
Well, maybe that's my future.
Maybe.
Little Nash. Little Sexy. That's an awful nickname.
Let's pump the brakes there, little sexy.
Yikes. So let's talk about the matches that we... Pat is dying over here. So, 2 votes. Wrestle War and Legend Derek give us votes for Triple H versus the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels from Raw, December 2003. We've talked about this one before. It had a screwy finish. Eric Bischoff was the referee. Great match, though.
Yeah, it was good.
Really great match, yeah.
Man, when you hit me with stuff from like Raw and SmackDown and Sunday Night Heat and like Velocity and Shotgun Saturday Night, and you know, I lose it because there's so many of them.
I know.
That, but hey, that match must have made an impact on what's his name, England Derek,
Legend Derek and Wrestle War.
Legend Derek and Wrestle War. It made an impression on them. Good for you guys.
The next one on here, Wrestle War and Kylo Low. Vote for Triple H versus Dean Ambrose from Roadblock.
Oh, Roadblock. Wasn't Brock Lesnar on that show too against someone? If so, I might remember this match.
Well, what do you remember about this Triple H Dean
Wasn't
Ambrose?
it? All right, first
It was
of
the
all, wasn't
only
it-
Triple H Dean Ambrose match
right?
that there's
No,
ever been.
but yeah, I know, but I'm trying to think if I remember the show that I'm thinking of. Wasn't it like a Saturday show?
Yes.
It was weird, right?
Yes.
It was, right?
Yes, it was.
So I kind of do remember this match a little bit.
Well, tell me about it. Let's hear it.
Well, it was
About
Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. They had a good match. Made someone's Mount Rushmore, but not mine.
But it was good because Triple H, he was at the height of the authority angle.
Mm-hmm. This is when Seth Rollins turned on Ambrose already.
Had already turned. All right, so
On
he
the
already
Shield,
turned
I
on
should say.
Ambrose. He already won the title, but he got injured, and now we're trying to crown a new champion.
Oh, okay.
So
Triple H won the belt.
in the Royal Rumble that year, the
In-
Royal Rumble was for the
Right.
vacant title.
And was that for the title, that match?
Yes,
It was.
Triple H and Ambrose was for the title. Yeah.
Okay, see? All right, it's coming back to
Yeah.
me, man. It's coming back to me.
It was like 8 years ago.
Well, that's a long time for me.
Well, it was, yeah, and yeah, because there were like so many false finishes, and they were like, oh, well, maybe we could get like the Shield for the title, main eventing WrestleMania,
Right.
all that, but no, Triple H won that match and went on to fight Roman Reigns and lose at WrestleMania.
Oh, shit. Hey, ask me anything about George Wells versus Jake Roberts WrestleMania 2, and I can tell you all about it. You asked me something from 8 years ago,
About it.
man. You asked me something from 8 years ago, I'm lost.
Well, I think you're gonna remember this next one here. Tiger Bomb and Legend Derek voted for Triple H versus Shelton Benjamin, Raw 2004. No?
No.
So it was like right after the draft, and Shelton Benjamin got drafted to Raw. And in his first match on Raw, he fought Triple H, and it was an incredible match, and Shelton Benjamin won.
Wow, he beat him, huh?
Beat him.
Good for Shelton.
1, 2,
Was
3.
that anywhere near when he wrestled Michaels?
Actually pretty close?
Because that was a damn good match.
Both those matches they would make the Shelton Benjamin Mount Rushmore.
Oh, definitely. I think so, too. Dude, Shelton Benjamin's such an underrated
Very
talent.
underrated.
Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe people don't think so. Maybe they think he got what he... But I think he could have gone further. Like, he could have been Intercontinental... Wasn't he?
He was Intercontinental.
He was.
Yeah.
But, like, I think he could have had it more times, held
Yeah.
it longer, maybe.
Yeah. And
And-
he was U.S. champion, too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
But maybe he
And
could have
for a
made,
long
like, a
time.
world... I don't know. There's just so many names and so many big dudes. Cena's and
Yeah.
Triple H's, Michaels. That, like, a guy like Benjamin gets lost in the shuffle, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, if he had better mic skills.
He didn't have Mike
He
skills.
didn't have
right?
mic skills. But I like that whole angle of Shelton's mama.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, she's.
I thought they could have gone further with that.
No, that was like.
I think they could have. I
That was
think
a
they
gag
could have.
angle, wasn't
I
it?
think they could have a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
But here's the thing, though. Like with Sheldon, you could have had
Shelton,
whatever. Shelton, you could have had
young Shelton. The story of Shelton Benjamin.
You could have had him, Charlie Haas, Angle, and Lesnar as a faction,
yeah.
and have Heyman as the mouthpiece.
Yeah,
And then
that'd be awesome.
And then, if you really want to do it, because Lesnar can talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Angle can definitely talk.
Mm-hmm.
You have Shelton betray them and become champion. Have Heyman turn on them, and Heyman's just Shelton's.
That would be
mouthpiece.
excellent. That would be excellent.
You know what I mean?
I like that idea.
And he can manage like him and Haas.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Adam 84 and Wrestle War give us votes for Triple H versus Jeff Hardy. No Mercy 2008.
Jesus. 2008, huh? Was that a title match too?
That was Triple H was
champion.
He was champion. He had
Hardy
the title.
beat him.
Had the title for a long time, and yeah.
Damn, dude. How do I don't know. How am I guessing this shit? I don't
Well,
remember
no,
the
he
match
didn't-
at all.
He didn't beat him.
Wait, you just said yes.
Yeah, I was wrong.
If
He
you're
didn't beat him.
confusing
Triple H beat him, but it was like very close. Very
so
close.
they were starting to build up Hardy.
They were
for
starting
that.
to build that. Yeah, and he did end up winning it shortly after.
All right.
From Triple H. But this was not that match.
So I'm thinking of the other match.
You're probably thinking of the other
Holy
match.
shit, wrestling's so fucked. I was thinking about that house show in Tuscaloosa.
Saskatchewan?
Yeah, fucking Tupelo.
Adam 84 and Tiger Bomb give us votes for Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin against Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. Raw 2001. Triple H tears his quad.
That's the one we talked about this match before.
We have talked about this before.
Whose Mount Rushmore was that on? Where was that? Where did we talk about this match? Happened somewhere.
Stone Cold's.
It was Stone Cold. So someone put that match on Stone Cold's also.
Yeah, it's a great match. A great match.
Just
Go ahead.
to gut that out, man.
Yeah.
Tear your quad.
Tear your quad and keep wrestling. And right afterwards, you get a Walls of Jericho right on the timekeeper's table. I'm sorry, the commentary table.
Imagine the pressure that's putting on him.
Awful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in pain. I can't do anything. My leg really hurts.
Jericho's like, I can't hear you. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him.
Yeah, you're asking me and I'm telling you. Really hurts.
He's like, stop wrenching back, asshole. He's gonna be like Mike Foster and Donnie Rotten. It's fucking play wrestling. He's gonna kick him in the head.
Donnie Rotten would really appreciate that we're talking about him on a podcast.
That video's nuts.
That should go viral. Did that ever
It did
go
go
viral?
viral. Yeah, it went viral somewhere. It was on Tosh.0, dude.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's a pretty good claim
What
to
the
fame.
fuck, man? It's play wrestling. There's two people in the crowd, dude.
Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent.
If I need a good laugh, I watch that video. I'm not gonna lie. I love dude, I love Mike Foster, man. You know what I mean? He was a good dude. Like, genuinely good dude. So he must have had to have been pissed off to fucking do that.
Just kick him right in the face.
Hit him right in the face. I don't blame him, though. He could hear something snap on the video.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's still... What the fuck, man? Jesus.
I love that we talk about Triple H tearing his quad and it turns into talking about Donnie Rotten.
Mike Foster tossed something there. He's a human being too. Don't be starstruck, alright? A human's a human. You tear something, you tear something. Everyone hurts the same.
You are correct.
He still gutted out that match. He finished that match. You didn't watch him finish that match?
I haven't seen that match.
You haven't seen that match?
No, I haven't.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I haven't seen that full match. I see the clip at the end. But I
Oh
haven't
my
seen
god, we're watching that later.
Wow.
Or now. I don't give a shit. We'll fucking play it. Go ahead, alright. So what's the next one? Poor Mike Foster. He's, like, seriously, that's a good dude.
Scorpion 87 and Wrestle War give us votes for Triple H versus Batista. Hell in a Cell. Vengeance 2005.
Who went over?
Batista.
Batista.
He was the champion and this was one of the rematches.
The Aminal.
Animal.
Wow, what if that was his gimmick? That'd be so badass. Like, he just bangs on things with drumsticks. Like,
Batista is a Muppet.
You know who looks like a Muppet? Missy Hyatt. She looks like a Fraggle Rock.
Like, 'cause her mouth is...
I don't know, dude. She just looks like a Muppet now.
Oh, like from the Electric Mayhem band, the orange one with the long hair that wears the hat
yeah, I
with
think
the flower.
So. Yeah, man, I think so. Oh, no, that one looks like Mercedes. Monet.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, with the hat, right?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
that one's Mercedes.
Wow, you're onto something here. But I remember that Triple H Batista match was really bloody.
Was it good? Oh, was it bloody? Yeah.
Bloody, and yeah, it was.
Was that the reason why it was good though? Was because of the blood?
No. I mean, it was intense. It was like a hard fought match, and actually, like, Batista looked really good in this match.
With the crimson mask.
Yeah, and
oh, you're talking about his work. His work. Ethic
yeah,
was
like watching that match, it's like, wow, he deserves.
I thought you meant his physical appearance.
Oh no, no.
I was
Not
like,
that there's
right.
anything wrong with that.
Well, I was like, all right, Ian. Okay.
Moving on here. Suplex Sam and Adam84 give us votes for the first Elimination Chamber from Survivor Series 2002.
That was when Shawn Michaels came back.
He'd already... Well, yeah, his second comeback.
The first one was the brown pants.
Yeah, well, no, this was the brown pants.
That was the brown pants.
Yeah.
The first one was the jeans.
Yes. We'll talk about that one later.
Ah.
But yeah, this was an awesome match. And early on, Rob Van Dam does a 5-star frog splash off of one of the pods.
And he fucked Triple
And
H's.
his knee, landed on Triple H's throat.
Yeah, dude.
So Triple H said he couldn't breathe for well, obviously he could breathe, but just out of his nose.
Thank God it was big enough.
Yeah.
He got more than enough oxygen. He was fine.
Thank God for my giant schnoz. He looks like a Muppet with that nose.
No, he doesn't.
Gonzo.
Yeah, you don't disrespect Triple H that way.
No,
because his nose ain't curved. His nose is just like
there's a bit of a hook.
No. I don't think so. Is there a hook?
It's a little bit of a hook
on his nose. Yeah, he looks like Gonzo.
There's a little hook, a little bit of a hook.
I'd have to go back and take a look.
But yeah, that Elimination Chamber match is really good. Really good, memorable match.
Who else was in there? So it was Van Dam, Triple H,
Shawn Michaels, Jericho, Booker T, and Kane.
Freaking Kane, huh?
Yeah.
That dude finds himself in main event after main event.
He's like, I'm just happy to be here.
He is, too. He was just happy to go for the ride. He didn't care about championships and shit.
No.
But he was always in the main event.
He was. It worked out great for him.
That's awesome.
From dentist to demon.
Right? Who would have thunk it? From Unabomber to dentist to demon.
He was the bag-out Christmas creature.
That's right, he was. Memphis bullshit wrestling.
Purple Haze and Tiger Bone give us votes for Triple H versus Chris Jericho in a last man standing match at Fully Loaded 2000.
How was it? Who won?
Excellent match. Triple H won.
Chris Jericho's all over this list too, huh?
No, this is the this is the second. No, I guess this is the third Jericho match.
Man,
yeah, you're right. I guess
he's all over this list. I've been finding kind of a trend here. I think Jericho and Michaels are going to make a lot of appearances.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what would be interesting to do is to go back and look at these lists.
Mm-hmm.
Not lists. With T.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, Daddy.
No, you go back and look at these lists, right, and see what Triple H matches on Shawn Michaels' Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because maybe they're on same ones each other's. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool statistic.
That'd be good. Because eventually, once we do all the major names, obviously we'll have a giant list of the greatest matches.
Right.
And if we put them all in a table, I'm sure Sarah could show us how to do it in Excel.
Well, I was gonna say we should just assign that to Sarah, seeing as though she's not on the podcast but still taking our funds.
That girl is so busy, it's ridiculous.
Well, and she could be even busier with our spreadsheet of statistics. She'd do it. No? She's a good egg.
Maybe.
She's a good egg.
She's definitely a good egg, yeah.
Great egg.
Great.
But I gotta butter up to her a little bit more. I don't want her to put the spreadsheet together.
You might have a better chance than me.
Sarah, look, Ginger Jesus is asking a favor. Just please do.
Is that my new nickname now? I'll wear my hair down once.
Your hair's almost to the floor.
Lord, hear our prayer.
Freaking mop a freaking floor with that hair. Jesus.
Purple Haze and Ringmaster give us votes for Triple H versus Cactus Jack inside Hell in a Cell.
Awesome match.
No Way Out 2000. Excellent.
But I think the other match, well, I know we're probably going to talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We are, right? But that match was better than that one.
You think the Hell in a Cell is better?
No.
Oh.
Which is why it's
The other one.
further.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have
No, this is a great match, and that spot at the end where they're on top of the cell and Triple H backdrops Cactus Jack through the cell and then through the ring.
Insane, man.
Pretty awesome.
No, I heard that they knew the ring was going to break.
Yeah, it was a planned spot.
It was.
Yeah. Unlike the original Hell in a Cell where it was just all out mayhem on the fly. Chaos.
Imagine the work you have to do to like get it just right from like that height to that plank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I guess maybe we take a few of them out, or however they do it.
Yeah, probably.
Why would you do it that fast, though, man?
There's got to be somebody under the ring.
At that time, doing it. Like, someone in the earpiece.
Because everybody is watching them fighting on top of the cell.
No one's going to see somebody.
Nobody's going to see somebody.
And even if they did, if it's a production guy, no one's going to care. Anyways.
Yeah, nobody's going to care. Yeah.
Normal.
They think, oh, they're just fixing the ring.
Right. Except for the two in the front row that saw the guy go on and be like, oh, that's what he did.
Yeah.
No cameras back. No camera phones, right?
Good thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But they've been all over the internet, just like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre hanging out.
Horrible.
Oh, isn't that awful?
That is. It really does ruin it.
You did, right? It ruined it for me.
It's like, all right.
Wrestling's not real anymore. Pat, you were right. Fuck wrestling. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in this huge feud, right? You watched, what'd you watch? What do you watch? SummerSlam. You watched SummerSlam, you know? That was the big feud and shit. You know, Drew McIntyre stealing his bracelets and all this shit. And then there's a picture that came out a couple days ago of them just hanging out by the ring.
Awful.
Idiots. Fire them both. Be more professional. Be like the Sandman and don't go out anywhere.
If this was Bill Watts' territory, they would have seen their ass out the door.
Call!
Ron. My boy Benny and Dragon Rana give us votes for Triple H versus The Rock in an Iron Man match. Judgment Day 2000. We've talked about this one before on The Rock's Mount Rushmore. Shawn Michaels is a special guest referee. Undertaker returns at the end. Scores like 6-5.
Holy shit. That many pinfalls?
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn! That's a lot. No, for real. That's a lot.
It is. It is a lot.
That's excessive. How long? It was an hour?
It was an hour, yeah.
The match was a half hour? Ugh. Yikes.
Yeah.
Zoinks.
Like Zoink Scoob. Mike the Wolverine and JD give us votes for Triple H versus a Nature Boy Ric Flair in a Last Man Standing match. Survivor Series 2005.
That was a good one, too?
That was a good
one.
I
watched it. I know I watched it.
It's a great one, but there's a better one coming up.
Oh, him and Flair?
I'll tell you that, yes.
Speaking of Wolverine.
Yes.
Did you go to see Hulk Hogan with Wolverine the other day?
We did.
Oh, you did?
We went to the so-called meet and greet at Moonshine Alley in Providence, but it was not a meet and greet, so that part was a little disappointing.
So he was just there making a speech, buying my beer.
Yeah, like we waited hours in line and inside the place, and he finally showed up, and he chugged a can of beer and crushed it and threw it, and it landed right at my feet. I swooped it up and put it in my pocket, so I guess that's a positive.
So, and then after that, he left?
So, yeah, so he came out and he gave, like, a really quick speech. Like, I have no doubt in my mind after this that Donald Trump is definitely paying him to campaign and go to all these different places. Because that's how it started. Like, it started out as, like, a rah-rah Trump speech.
Okay.
That's how it started out. And then it turned into him promoting his beer. And he had, like, this whole speech, which was the same exact speech that I saw from a prior event that he did.
Just memorized.
So it's just a memorized speech.
Right.
And after that, he threw some T-shirts into the crowd. People rushed the stage like it was obnoxious, to the point where they had people on stage screaming for people to like go back, like push back. It was ridiculous. So people rushed the stage to get like things signed.
Right.
He probably signed maybe like 5-6 things, and without notice, just left.
Wow.
Just turned around, left, and afterwards, like me and Mike, we left, and there were still people outside in line thinking they're gonna go inside and meet Hulk Hogan.
Did you tell them he left?
Yeah.
What did they say?
They didn't say anything because they were very disappointed and like glum.
Some were probably like, "Nah, he's lying."
I'm sorry, like left. Little did we know that day they announced that he was going to be at 6 different liquor stores throughout the course of 2 days, which was more of a meet and greet. Like, you could go, you could take a picture with them.
Right.
I heard he was only signing cases of his beer.
Yep.
Which,
whatever. That's
when you think about it, this was a free event.
Right.
There was no cover charge. There was nothing. And even to the liquor store, you didn't have to pay anything for it. He normally charges $150 minimum for his autograph. And he's just signing shit for free. So somebody's paying him.
Yeah.
But maybe because it's a promotion through the beer company, they're just paying him.
Well, they are. It's not Trump. Why would you say it's Trump? Because he starts off... Maybe he's just very into, he's very into advocating for Trump. Obviously, he is anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it started.
And do you really think that going to a bar with 300 people is going to sway anyone's decisions to that point? I mean, is 300 people really going to do anything in Rhode Island where it's a democratic state anyway?
No, but if he's doing it all across America promoting his beer...
No, he'd have to do it with the swing states, man. He'd have to go to, like, Pennsylvania and, shit like that.
You're right.
Not democratic Rhode Island.
You're right. And he's definitely going to sell a lot of beer.
Stop it. Don't try to put in people's heads that the Don is trying...
I don't know. That's the impression I got when I left there. It's like, wow, he's campaigning for Trump. Like, that's what I got out of it. It's not a negative thing. I'm just saying, like, that's what I got from it.
Okay.
But I wish I had gone to one of the liquor stores to go see him.
Yeah, like a lot of people got their picture taken with him at liquor stores and shit.
Yeah, but I had a prior commitment that prevented me from going.
And what was that commitment?
I agreed to do something for Sarah. It was like a work function for her work, and I agreed to go to that, and I wasn't gonna bail on her.
So you sacrificed meeting Hulk Hogan for Sarah.
Well,
for her work thing.
Yep.
But she can't come and do her real work. Come to her real job.
I know.
And do a podcast.
She's still at work right now.
We don't have a female voice anymore, man.
I know. It's a shame. It really is a shame. She definitely did add a lot to the shows. Even when I get like cranky at her because she was taking too long making.
She tried.
But she did a great job. She's definitely missed. I doubt she'll hear this, but she's definitely...
She doesn't listen to our podcast. Are you kidding me?
All right, so Mike the Wolverine and my boy Benny give us votes for Triple H versus The Undertaker, no holds barred, WrestleMania 27.
Oh yeah, that was a really good match, dude.
It was a really good match. Wasn't the Hell in the Cell, but it was a really good match.
Yeah. What do you mean it wasn't the Hell in the Cell?
Well, that's another match that we're going to be talking about.
Oh, I was thinking it was the Hell in the Cell.
What?
I thought that was the Hell in the Cell.
No, because Triple H and Undertaker fought for a third time at WrestleMania the next year. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right, so remind me about this match.
Oh, it's just a really intense match. It was...
I know Triple H didn't win any of them.
No, he didn't win any of them. But it was close.
Do you want to know how I know?
Tell everyone.
I'm going to tell you because Undertaker has only lost 2 matches at WrestleMania.
That's correct.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Good job.
Never forget.
Bravo.
I know, see? I should take a bow.
But this was a great match. It was, this was the year after the Shawn Michaels retirement match, where Undertaker beat him at WrestleMania, so now Triple H is trying to avenge Shawn Michaels' loss here. And he doesn't win, but he comes pretty close.
Triple H came close?
He did, yeah. It was a lot. I mean, after those Shawn Michaels matches, now they find their stride with the whole, who's going to end the streak, and you can get people to pop from the near falls.
Right. But hey, man, like those Shawn Michaels matches and the Triple H matches. So he had how many with Shawn Michaels? 3? 2. 2 with Michaels, 3 with Triple H. So that's 5 WrestleManias of Shawn Michaels or Triple H versus The Undertaker.
Yep.
And neither of them won any of them against The Undertaker.
I know, that's pretty crazy.
That's nuts. For Brock Lesnar to do that, I mean, you saw the shock on people's faces.
Oh,
man.
yeah. It was shocking.
That was awesome. It was an awesome moment, you gotta admit. It sucked to see it happen, but it was an awesome moment.
It was. It was a great moment.
And I think it needed to happen. Right? I mean, alright, so we're not talking...
At some point it needed to happen, but they should have waited. They should have waited and had Roman do it.
And just retire him, right?
Yep.
That would have been better.
That's the real passing of the torch. Imagine that. Roman beats Undertaker, and then after the match, he does the same thing. He folds up his jacket, he puts his hat,
Right.
leaves it in the middle of the ring.
Right.
Lights go out. When they come back on, there's nothing in the ring but an urn.
That'd be
There's
cool.
a spotlight over the ring.
And you hear, oh, yes!
Come on, my Undertaker!
Oh, yes! Oh, my. Murderer!
That's the best.
Murderer!
Oh, man. So now we're in the 3-vote category. So Legend Derek, Kylo Lowe, and Hunter Scott give us votes for Triple H versus Nature Boy Ric Flair Steel Cage match from Taboo Tuesday 2005.
So, was that the original match and the fans
That
had to
was.
pick the stipulation
Yes. Yes.
with a cage already being hung above the ring, probably?
Yeah.
Right?
Imagine
Well, I
that.
guess they'd have to have that just in case.
Just in case.
But
yeah.
why would you go through a trouble? But I did hear
Exactly.
that was all a shoot, right?
Yeah.
So, wow. So they went through all that trouble, putting a cage, just in case it was. But they
Just
probably
in
made
case.
it so it had to be that.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was probably like a
I'm sure.
coal miner's glove match,
Yeah.
or like a no count out match, or something
A
stupid.
hog pen match.
A hog pen, yeah. Well, that probably would have won. Can you imagine Flair in a
And
hog
you would
pen?
have to have all the hogs there. So.
Yeah, Flair in a hog pen.
Woo!
I'm not doing it.
How much are you gonna pay me?
Famous. Famous. Not Seamus.
That's his cousin. Less successful.
So that was a good match, huh? See, I
Great
do
match.
this. I
Great
go off the
cage
rails.
match.
I go off the rails because I really don't remember these matches.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this match on Ric Flair's Mount Rushmore, and we talked about it on the Steel Cage match, Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
So we've talked about this match before, and it's like a gruesome match because both of them are just bloody pigs. But it's a great match.
I have to go back and watch
You
it.
should.
I put that shit on. Like, I put random wrestling on, like when I go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just leave it on because for some reason Jim Ross's voice puts me to sleep.
Rockabye, baby, bro.
It's only gotta be like on level 8. You know what I mean? It's the perfect, you know. And so sometimes like I'll put a random Taboo Tuesday on. Maybe I'll put
There
that
you go.
on
There
and
you
watch
go.
that whole match and fall asleep after that.
There you go.
Holly's gonna love it. Oh, she's in for a night. She doesn't even know it yet.
She's gonna say, "Really, Brian?"
Like, babe. Hi, babe. Like, do I have a night planned for you?
Oh, you should do it on Tuesday.
Oh, on Taboo Tuesday.
And say, "You know what today is?
Holy shit.
It's Taboo Tuesday." Power.
You're so stupid. I should have kept driving.
So we have Suplex Sam, Scorpion 87, and Shep from Shepland. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30. The opening match.
Dude. Yeah, great match.
Daniel Bryan has to get past Triple H if he wants to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event.
Yep. And that, you know what? Both of those matches, that
Yeah.
first match and Daniel Bryan's last match at the main, like both of those matches were great.
Excellent.
But to set up that main event, perfect. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
perfect match, and like how everything went down.
Yep.
Just an awesome match all around.
Yeah, because Triple H screwed him over at the prior SummerSlam when Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase,
Yep.
and everything comes full circle
Remember
here.
when that happened, man? They were pissed. The crowd was so pissed.
You know what's crazy about that SummerSlam?
What?
That's the first time we ever hung out.
Really?
It was at
No
Jeff's.
shit.
At Jeff's.
Is that the night that the Packers played the 49ers, I think?
Yeah, you have to confirm that.
Because I think no wait, that was August. No, there was no
That was-
football on. What am I talking about?
Oh yeah, huh? This was preseason.
No,
And why would you care?
no, I wouldn't care at all. So I must be thinking of a Survivor series that we all watched together.
Oh, there was a Hell in a Cell when they broke out the laptop.
Yes, that was the one.
Okay, yes.
And there were people that were pissed off that it was a football party.
Yep, that was the same year.
That's what the same year?
Yep.
Oh wow, no shit. So that was probably our second time hanging out.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Probably.
shit.
And I think that's the first time that all 4 members of our wolf pack hung out for the first time.
Possibly.
Because I don't think Jared was there for SummerSlam.
Yeah, but no, how about Jeff's party? Didn't he have a party, like, the first time I met Jared? Were you there?
First time you met Jared?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was there. I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's been a long time.
But that's another multiverse.
Other than my wedding, I didn't even know you were there. But that's
Yeah.
technically not hanging out with me. You could have
Right.
at least said hello. I'm a little bit pissed off.
I did say hello.
You didn't say hello.
Yes, I did. You
No,
came around to greet
fuck you.
everybody.
You didn't say hello.
Sure,
I
I
would have
did.
remembered.
We did.
You probably had left already. You said you left early.
I did leave early, but I stayed long enough. No, I definitely stayed long enough because I stayed long enough for cake. I made it all the way to the cake.
What did I say to you?
That was an appropriate time to leave.
What, after the cake?
After the cake.
No, you have to leave, like, mid-Macarena.
Mid
You know what I'm saying?
Macarena.
Yeah. Like, when Macarena comes on
Well,
back in
cheese
the
bothers
day.
my stomach, so I can't.
What do you mean?
Macarena, macaroni.
I'm not making the correlation at all.
Purple Haze, my boy Benny, and Paul Licious vote for Triple H versus The Rock, Backlash 2000. We just talked about this on the Rock episode.
Good match, huh?
The Rock wins the title from Triple H. This is right after WrestleMania, where Vince McMahon screws over The Rock. Triple H retains the title, but he finally gets it here.
What would you rate that match?
That match, well,
Yeah.
I'm not big into the star rating. Like, I think it's a must-see match if you're a Rock fan. I mean, it's good for Triple H, but I mean, it's more so for The Rock. Big moment for him. Stone Cold returns.
Yeah, they did it for
Helps
The
him
Rock.
out.
They did it for The Rock.
They did it for the people. But now we're in the 4-vote category. There's 2 matches in the 4-vote category.
So this isn't even the Mount Rushmore yet?
No, not yet.
How far are we from Rushmore?
Almost there. We have to talk about 2 more matches until we get to the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Not bad, right?
No.
So this one here, Daryl and Georgia, Dragon Rana, JD, and Pat R, the Superstar, give us votes for another match we just talked about. Triple H versus The Rock, the ladder match, SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title, Madison Square Garden. This was a great match for Triple H. Made him in the Garden.
That was a great match.
It was.
Both guys, again.
Yeah.
I think I remember that whole SummerSlam, dude, was great, and I know we had talked about it in length before and stuff like that, so I'm not going to. But still, that was a really good match for both of those guys with Triple H DX.
Yeah.
Right, DX.
Yeah. This is after that DX dressed up as the Nation.
Right, and Rock with the Nation. That was a great feud too.
That
DX
was.
the Nation, like all those parodies and shit.
Oh yeah.
With DX playing the Nation, that was funny.
They don't even show that on Peacock anymore.
They don't, huh?
No, cut that whole thing out.
Man, I know what it like. Yeah, they did the blackface and stuff like that, and I know
It's still history.
They probably shouldn't have done it, but
Yeah.
man, that was a good segment.
Yeah, it was. It was an all-time memorable segment.
And obviously, if the Nation wasn't comfortable with it, they wouldn't have gone through with it.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew.
I don't know
if they knew about it. No.
Oh no.
No, I think they were pretty upset about it.
Oh no shit. Well,
Yeah.
that changes things then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you should at least run it by.
They weren't even in the arena that night.
Oh, they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pussy thing to do, man. Definitely. That just changed my whole perspective on it.
Yeah. Moving along here. Danny Love, Daryl and Georgia, Ringmaster, and Scorpion 87 give us votes for Triple H versus the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit in the main event of WrestleMania 20.
So Benoit, that was Benoit that went over because
Benoit won.
Right, Guerrero won that night too, right?
Yes,
No,
he did.
Did he?
He was already champion going
already
into Mania,
champion.
retained the title against
Right.
Angle, and then they had that big moment hanging,
Yep.
holding up the belt. But this was excellent, like quite possibly the greatest triple threat match of all time.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it's obviously not going to get praised anymore, but this was amazing,
Right.
amazing match, and it just didn't make it to the Mount Rushmore. But now we are at the Mount Rushmore. So we got 4 pretty great matches to talk about. Maybe 4 of possibly top 10 matches in WWE history.
All time, huh? All time WWE
These are great
history.
matches here. Great matches. So This one here, it got 8 votes. I'm not going to go through everybody, but it got 8 votes here. Triple H versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania 28. Shawn Michaels as the referee. They dubbed it as End of an Era.
That was the one I was thinking of earlier.
That's the one you were thinking about earlier.
And for the moment where they all hugged at the end.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Just a lot of drama in the match.
Right.
A lot of near falls, a lot of drama.
Absolutely.
You know, Shawn Michaels using the chair on Undertaker just to give Triple H the moment. And still.
And how hot was that crowd?
Oh, big time.
It was crazy. Like, sometimes the crowd can make the match.
Yeah.
And they did their part, that match. They weren't annoying. You know what I mean? They weren't like, France crowd, let's say.
Oh, boy. I know. I really hope that the Berlin fans don't sing as much as the other European fans, because it's unbearable. It's unbearable.
You'll find out tomorrow.
But I remember with this match, it was more like chair in a cell, because they just kept whacking one another with the same steel chair.
Right.
I just wish that they'd come up with a few more spots. Still a memorable match, still an intense match, but I don't think it's one of the better Undertaker Hell in a Cell matches. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is, and I can't argue with it being here, because for that time, that match was huge. Especially for two guys that weren't working full time. It was good, the match that they were able to pull out here.
Yeah, it's extremely memorable.
Yeah.
And I think I told you this earlier. I'm just going to go with matches that stick out in my head with Triple H.
Sure.
Because I'm at this point in my life where it's like, if I remember it must have been good, right? And that's why the Hog Pen match will probably make my list.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm going to go into this being like, all right, the first 4 matches that pop into my head, those are going to be my favorites.
Sure.
Because I wasn't a huge Triple H guy.
No.
Not that I didn't like him at all, or anything. Like, I thought he was good and stuff, but he wasn't he wasn't the guy that I was like following, being like, oh, this guy's wicked cool,
I always liked Triple H. I was always a big fan of his until Eric Bischoff presented him
with that title.
With the title,
yeah.
Right then I was like, I don't know. He should have earned that. He should have earned that title. He just lost to Shawn Michaels, and you're giving him the title.
Right.
I didn't like that. And then from then on, and that's when like the backstage politics like really started to come up, where he was holding people down, he wouldn't lose to people, held down RVD, held down Booker T. And it was like, I don't know, Triple H. You're not doing what's best for business.
Well, he held
But
down
then again-
RVD because of that Hell in a Cell, that elimination match, wasn't it?
This was before that.
That was before that?
Yeah. Yeah, this was like 2 months before that.
See, you're making me hate this guy. I know you told me he was kind of a scumbag earlier, but I mean, whatever.
No,
he
I
did
mean-
what he had to do to make it where he is.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. You know what, man?
I mean, hell, Hogan's done it. Hogan did it.
No one's gonna pay your bills for you, right?
Exactly. Had to protect his spot.
You did.
He did. He did a great job.
And he won that job out by a nose.
By a nose.
Like,
Yes.
Small.
He won Stephanie as well.
Ooh, he won Stephanie, all right. Imagine that. Like, what do you think now? Like, how is that lifestyle, a McMahon lifestyle? Do they go over each other's houses for Thanksgiving?
They used to.
They used to?
I
Really?
don't know if they still do, but they definitely used to.
I mean, what about Triple H's parents? Like, do they go too?
That I don't know. That's interesting.
I mean, I'm sure they want to see their grandkids and shit,
Yeah, they must all be there.
They probably are. I wonder how Vince looks at them. Like, are they peasants to him? Modern day folk?
Ooh.
How does his parents look at him now?
Oh,
He shits
boy.
on people's heads.
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing for Grandpa to be doing.
I'm gonna take a shit in your crown.
That's not nice, brother. The crown goes on your head. That's in the bathroom.
I saw my cousin the other day. He listens to the show, and he's not a fan of your Andre impersonations.
No?
No, he's not at all.
Oh.
He says they suck,
Oh.
and they bother his cousin, and he would like you to stop.
They bother you.
Well, I am his cousin.
Okay.
Why not?
I thought it was like another cousin that it was bothering, so I'm like, wow. So you got 2 cousins that don't like my Andre impression.
No, my cousin Sean. He don't like your Andre
Oh,
impersonation.
okay. Well, hey, some people like cucumbers
And-
better pickled.
And I'm with him.
Okay.
So you have to hide your face. I'm gonna have him over one day, and he's gonna see you do your Andre impersonation.
Well, no. If he doesn't like my impressions, he can't come here. Oh, no. Revoked.
Well, if he's already in tow, you gotta take him in.
You can stand on the porch. But no peanuts for you.
No, I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
You can't. He's a very reasonable person.
That'd be a silly thing to hold against somebody.
What, Andre impersonation?
Yeah, of course.
No, I don't hold your, thousands of Bret Hart photos against you.
I've even taken some down because I have so many.
You should have taken them all down.
But I did move that one over there because
The grill piece.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So here we go. 9 votes here. Triple H versus the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, the unsanctioned street fight, SummerSlam 2002. Shawn Michaels returns to the WWE rings.
How long was he gone for?
He's only gone for 4 years.
Only 4 years.
Yeah.
If you had said only 4 months, then that'd be something else.
But 4 years, yeah, 4 years is a long time.
It is a long time.
But when you start to grow old, 4 years, it's like, all right, 4 years.
Right, and he had the little Debbie haircut. What was that? The Betty Boop haircut? What was that?
Well, that was in the Elimination Chamber.
No, fuck. So that was the second match?
Yeah.
So why did he do that to his hair?
Why did he wear brown tights?
He came back fine with jeans and
I know, like
long
all of a
hair.
sudden,
Then all of a sudden he's like, "No, just give me a little.
like, I want to cut my hair.
Give me a Girl Scout haircut. Like that's what I want." Are
You
you
cut
sure?
off too many inches.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I definitely want this."
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's weird.
Between that and the brown tights, like
Right, but even all right. So to be out for 4 years and give
Yeah.
Triple H a match that's going to be on his Mount Rushmore of
Yep.
matches caliber
Mhm.
performance.
They were best friends too, so
You always work best with your best friends.
Yep.
You just have like that better chemistry because
yeah, of course.
if you're laying it in, you know it's not personal. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. And I remember, I super look forward to this match. Like
Yeah.
the hype was unbelievable. And this match occurred days before my brother Hunter was born,
Oh no shit.
and he was named Hunter because of Triple H.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
No shit.
Yeah.
So your parents
They let me name him.
they gave you a hand in naming your brother.
Yeah, so I said it's either going to be Hulk or Hunter, and they went with Hunter. So
What a
Sorry, Hulk.
stupid decision that was.
I know.
Could you imagine,
I
dude?
know. He probably hate me for it, but he's Hulk Poppin, Hulk Mellow Poppin.
Were they gonna really keep it if you wanted Hulk?
No, they
What if-
said absolutely.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
But they liked Hunter, so all right.
What
cool.
if his name was Lex?
Lex? Wow.
Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if I was like a mega Yokozuna fan?
It's
Like,
Yokozuna.
come on, come on, Yokozuna. Because not Yoko Ono, but Yokozuna.
They wouldn't have let you do that.
No, absolutely not.
All right. So they liked Hunter. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good that you guys came to an agreement.
Yeah, we did. So.
Good.
And this match was great, and I was worried, like leading up to this match. I'm like, oh my god, my mom's gonna go into labor when this match is happening. I'm not gonna be able to watch the match. I'm gonna be at the hospital.
So you were more worried selfishly about yourself than
I was
your
young.
mother's well-being.
I was young.
How old were you?
I didn't really mean it. By then I was 15, 16.
Ian, Jesus Christ, man. We need an intervention, bro. You were 15, 16, and you went and named your baby brother after a wrestler.
I did, yeah.
That's so stupid.
Hunter, yeah.
Why? I mean, it's a fine name.
I got name him Arnold.
What I'm saying is, it's a fine name. Like, there's nothing wrong with the name at all.
I'm a big
but-
Chevy Chase fan. Can his name be Chevy?
I mean, I suppose, but I don't know. You were that big of a Hunter Hearst Helmsley
At the
fan?
time, yeah. Like he was my
Oh, so you
favorite. He was
liked this?
one of my favorites at the time.
Right.
Like I really liked Shawn Michaels at the time. Like that. I mean, I still do, but
All I have to say is Hunter. I know he's probably listening. Thank God his favorite wrestler wasn't Bret Hart.
that was one of the names in contention.
Oh,
It really was. My name was almost Brett.
terrible.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't be friends right now. Right? Imagine that.
That Brett Mello's an asshole.
He insists upon himself. Well, you think this is awesome because of all his autograph pictures? Fuck him.
So he's wearing pink sunglasses. All right, next one here. 10 votes. Triple H versus Cactus Jack in a street fight. Royal Rumble 2000.
Yeah, man.
Amazing match.
Yep.
Amazing match. Quite possibly, well, one of Triple H's best matches.
Is the Raw one on there? Didn't they have a match on Raw?
They did, and it's not on here.
See, that's
Probably better for Cactus Jack.
Well, I mean, I remember the Raw one.
Yeah, that was a great match. I'm surprised it didn't get a vote, but
You're right. It's the because that's when Cactus Jack came back.
that was his return. So it would be more memorable for Cactus Jack, but maybe not so much memorable for
See that
Triple
10
H.
times fast. Cactus Jack came back. Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back. Say it. That's when Jack.
Aaron, say the whole sentence.
That's when Cactus Jack came back.
That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back.
Nah, you can't do it. You're fucked up.
That's when Cactus Jack came back. That's when Cactus Jack came back.
You messed up there.
Yeah, well, I tried. Triple H got a horrible gash
On his
calf.
leg, yeah.
Yeah, like really deep gash from.
It was like almost gushing at one point.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
it? That was disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
He cut it on a pallet, wasn't it? Or some wood?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they had the crazy setup in the aisle.
Dude, I hate splinters so much.
Yeah.
I get like all freaking like messed up and I have to take a little splinter out of my finger. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's awful.
I'm like,
yeah.
ah! Ah! My wife's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm taking a splinter out.
Oh,
So, all right, where are we?
We're at the most voted for match.
Let's hear it. Can I guess?
Okay, sure.
I have nothing.
All right. Well, I got 11 votes, and it was Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in the 3 Stages of Hell.
Really?
No Way Out 2001.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, I guess, yeah, you get 3 for the price of 1 there.
You do, and Triple H won.
Right.
So it was
It
big
solidifies his moment. Yeah, a lot of these he didn't
does.
go over it, huh?
No. Well, he did win against Cactus Jack. He lost in the street fight. Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. He did lose a lot of these. Most of them, actually. But this one he won, and that was the most voted for one. And,
well, at least he won the one that was voted more the most.
And it meant a lot, because he's beating Stone Cold. I mean, that's a huge moment.
Yeah, it is. At the time, especially.
At the time, 2001, I mean, Austin was heading... The next month was WrestleMania 17.
Right.
The biggest one of them all.
So Triple H.
Yeah, so that's the Mount Rushmore right there. So Triple H versus Stone Cold, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, and Triple H versus Undertaker.
You want me to give you mine?
I would love to hear what your Mount Rushmore is.
Triple H versus Cactus Jack at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H versus The Rock in the ladder match.
Okay.
Triple H versus Cactus Jack on Raw.
97. September 97.
But you're right, it is more of a Cactus Jack moment.
It is.
You know what? It sticks out in my head.
Go for
And
it.
Triple H versus Hog in a hog pen match. Henry O. Godwin, I never thought I'd see the day, makes my Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
Somewhere.
Henry Godwin makes
Somewhere,
your Mount Rushmore.
somehow.
That's very that's very interesting. So mine is the 3 Stages of Hell against Austin, the street fight against Cactus Jack, the street fight against Shawn Michaels, and I like that Raw match, December 2003.
Okay.
I do. I really like that match. If not for the screwy finish, it'd be an all-time great match.
Huh.
But yeah, I can't really argue this Mount Rushmore though. And like I said earlier, these 4 matches probably could end up in the top 10 of WWE matches.
Right.
Each one is great, and I think each one is mentioned in our all-time greatest matches. Well, maybe not the 3 Stages of Hell though, which is weird. But yeah, this is a good one. I think you're gonna like the next Mount Rushmore though.
Yeah, what is it?
It's gonna end up being the Mount Rushmore of funny moments.
Okay.
The funniest moments in wrestling.
Alright, cool.
So we're gonna have some laughs.
So we could have like
Titus O'Neil tripping in the aisle and sliding
how
under
about
the ring.
Wallace smacking Kaufman?
Yeah, that could be on there. That was intense though.
It was intense, but it was funny at the same time, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying anyone's going to put it on there. But
Yeah. But Andy Kaufman freaking out was pretty funny.
yeah, he's nuts, dude.
that was pretty
great.
good. Yeah, of course, the Shockmaster. That'll definitely make it on there. So yeah, the funniest moments in wrestling.
Mr.
The Mount
Ottman.
Rushmore of funny moments.
Remember when I could have gotten Mr. Ottman's autograph? And
You could have.
I couldn't.
He was sitting all by
He was
himself.
sitting by himself, dude.
By
By
himself.
himself.
It was
and
the
I couldn't-
perfect opportunity for you to introduce yourself. Say, Mr. Ottman, I'm a big fan. I would love
I am
your
a big
autograph.
fan. Dude, Tugboat was awesome. I don't even care.
Toot, toot.
He was the anchor in that typhoon
He was the anchor. Tugboat was the anchor.
He was in that
The
natural disasters.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't get a lot of credit.
No,
He's also shaped like a giant duck.
he's shaped like a buoy.
A buoy. His favorite artist is David Bowie.
It's David Bowie, isn't it?
It is.
You thought you were gonna get me there. Oh, all right.
So did you know that we're on Instagram? Square.circle.history.
I knew.
We also have shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Really? Which ones?
Oh, we have our wonderful Mount Rushmore logo, the one that we're allowed to sell. That one's up there. We also have the Brian Hates Brett shirt on there. And then there's 2 Squared Circle History shirts on there. The wrestling ring with the Roman Coliseum ring posts, and the one with Abraham Lincoln.
And can't you get those in like tank tops and sweatshirts and all kinds of shit?
No,
You can't. You can only get t-shirts.
you can only get T-shirts.
Weird.
But I'm sure, somebody wanted a tank top, we could have that
You could combine
arranged.
it.
Yeah.
He said he bought a tank top.
Who did?
My cousin.
He said he bought a tank top? Oh, well, he's either lying to you, or we actually do, and I just don't know it. In that case, I'm going to have to get like 4.
I don't care. Oh, man.
So for Brian,
All right, man. Pizza's here.
Pizza's been here. Let's go
Pizza's
eat.
here.
Let's go eat, because I got to work in the morning.
You do. What
Yeah,
time do
I
you have
know.
to go in?
6 a.m.
So what's our curfew tonight?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll make it. I'll make
Alright.
it. Bash in Berlin tomorrow. I got that to look forward to.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is Ian saying good night.